Welcome to ColdSnap, my fellow mayors and Cities Skylines fans. It's been a long time since we added a new district to this city. This was my first city in my Designing New Cities Let's Play and a true workbench for new ideas. In this episode, I plan to set up a functioning district which I planned out a while back in episode 14. Now, the first thing that I want to do is to make sure that I have all the roads set up here properly. Looking back at episode 14, I noticed that I made slight errors in judgment when I was making this network connection here, because I added the roads that were going to bring the traffic in here and here. I had the connection that was going to take the traffic out from here and from here, but I failed to connect this middle part here with the entrance traffic, meaning that the traffic has to actually come off of here and here into this one and go down here. So that's the first thing that I have to add with these highway ramps, which are going to take the traffic from here and go over here. Same thing from here and down here. Now, as I explained, I do want to have a cargo harbor here to import some goods rather than produce them locally. So I'm going to find that cargo harbor and place it right about here. This always has this dampable road which goes two ways, even though the traffic only takes one path out and one path in. I do notice that this is an oversight by the developers which they have never fixed, so we just have to live with it. I'm going to choose one type of road, take that road up to here, and then go back using the same road to finish off the connection here. So the vehicles get out, go over here, go onto this path here, and when they're coming back, they will take another path, probably from here into here and then out again. So this also requires some connections. It's enough to have one road connecting this part here, because only one truck should be taking this path at a time, while when they are coming back, since they go down through here, then they have to go into the underground runabout, which will add the connections later. They go onto this runabout here, and then they go to the shops, but somehow they have to get out. Now these roads here are two-way roads, meaning that they can actually come back through here and through this roundabout over here, and these are all two-way roads. Now, in order to shorten their path, what I was thinking is having actually either a direct route from here all the way here, or to give them another route to go into this area here, and then from here to have them go out here. Now, considering the fact that these already travel in this direction, I don't really need to complicate the matters any more than they are already complicated, so it would be enough to just have them go from this roundabout onto this road here. I'm going to choose them to go onto the left side, considering if we view it from here. So they'll go like this, and they'll just add onto here, and the same thing will happen on the other side. They'll be taking this highway ramp here, and then they will connect onto this avenue here, and that will get them all the way here. But from here they do have to find a way over here, which means that they actually have to go onto this side, not this side, because this is the entrance side. So the ones that are coming off of this one will have to go like this. They'll have to go underground, and they will probably merge with the one that's going to take the traffic from the other side. So let's say that we go actually all the way around from here and then like this, while the vehicles that are coming off from this side will be able to go like this, and then these have to go up. So let's go back, so up, and these merge into here. Okay, that isn't looking too well. Let's redo this a little bit. So we'll delete this area and then put them back to connect into right about here, and then they go back and get out. So far this is looking like it's going to work out, but we'll see once we let the Sims in. Now here in the middle I have just started making these, but as I said, I haven't connected the underground roundabout completely, because the vehicles that are going to be here need actually to have paths to get onto this roundabout. And so if they are already getting in here through here and they go over here, I'm thinking I can connect them from the middle. So for example, like this, we go like so, and then go down in here. Well, on the other side, you can go from here, go out like this, and then we do have a slight issue here. Perhaps not if we take the road to go like this and then connect over here. Now, as for the upper side, this is going to be a little bit tougher to do, although I do have an idea. Let's go like this and then inside, and let's go from here and go onto the inside like so. Actually, this isn't going to work out nicely, so let's, for example, take the traffic from here. Although there could be some slight issues with them being so close to each other. No, I don't like this. So we'll change this design over to something like this. This one can go over here, and they can go from here to here. Let me just take a look at the roads. Now, this is kind of an issue because you can't see the underground road. Well, in any event, the right side should be this one. So they should be going this way, and the other right side will be this. Yeah, so this should work out actually. But we'll see once we let the Sims in, as I said. Okay, so that finishes that part of the entrance traffic. The traffic can get out, and I do need a way for this part here to work out properly. So we have the traffic coming in. These are two-way, two-lane roads. The buildings will be zoned over here. The services are going to be here and entering these roads here to actually access the runabout down here and exit over here. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. If I see a problem, I will correct it as I go along. Now I do need the other three circular roads like this one, so I'll get on to building those. Let's see, over here I should have a nice amount of space. Now I'm going to use the same tactic I did before. So a road like this, another road like this, and then make a circle in between these. So curved roads going from about here. Let's say, just how much am I going to go? Like 3 of these. Okay, that should work out. Let's see. Nope, it's a bit too much. Okay, so we'll reduce this a little bit. So let's go from here to about 2.5, a bit more. All right, so 2.5 and a bit more over here, 2.5 and a bit more over here, and 2.5 and a bit more over here. And now we just delete the extra roads. So this one is going to be a lot bigger than this one, and we might even go 2 tiers in this one. That could prove very interesting. Let's try that out. It just occurred to me, I haven't planned on this, but it kinda looks like it could work out. Let's see, so from here, nope, from here. Okay, but I do need the middle roads to actually make this workable. Okay, so from here and about here. Okay, so let's try this once again. Should be easier now. Okay, from here. It seems like it can work out, although I don't think the starting position is right. That looks better. Okay, excellent. So from here to about here. Let's see. Nope, that's not going to fit as well. Okay, and then from here, I think it's gonna be practically okay. And from here, nope, that's too much. Let's go a bit less. This one isn't going to connect that well. Yeah, it's going to eat up some of these zones. I was kind of hoping for 4x4s, but this one isn't very practical right now. Okay, I'll leave it such as it is. Delete the extra roads. And now I do need the underground access to this one. So that's a two-way, two-line street from about here. And then, yeah, that's not gonna work out because of the entrance from here. This needs a slight change in my idea. Let's see. We could either switch this one to go from the inside or just have it go above ground for a little bit longer. Okay, so let's delete this one and add this one first. Goes down here and exits here. Now that requires changing up how the road gets in from here. So keep it above ground till here. Okay, let's try that again. So keep it above ground here, up to about here, and then turn it around. Nope, slope to steep. Okay, so that will require a few more tries. Okay, I think I see what the problem is. I should try this a little bit differently, like this, and then have the connection here. It's because of the slope that I'm building on that I was having the issue. As this is now going to work out, I should not have any further problems. Okay, so this has its connection, but I do need to connect the outer one as well. And I don't want to do it here. I think I'll do one connection over here and another over here. Now, these I'm going to turn off the zoning on, as well as this one, and this one. Okay, so this practically finishes up this area, and now I just need to finish the two over here. Since I have already shown you everything how these are built, I'm just going to fast forward you. Alright, so just finished the other two, and now we have an area looking like this. It's pretty weird and far out and nothing like I have made before, and that is precisely why I enjoy making it. Now let's see how is this all going to work out. Let's let some Sims in. But before I can let the Sims in, I do have to make sure that they are going to have power and water. So let's draw some power and water. First, water from these previously built pipes, and then I'll do power as well. Alright, so that takes care of the water. The power I need to bring from the other areas, and I do need to connect the cargo harbor as well. Now, I do have a nice hill over here where I could do some more wind power plants instead of dragging the power all the way here. And since this area will produce a lot of nice power, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And just add some new wind power plants over here. This should suffice for the area. Drag the power down here for the cargo harbor, and drag it over here for the rest of the Sims as well, and the other areas. So this should bring the power all the way here. I do need to turn off zoning on this path here, this road, so it doesn't interfere with the zones in these circles, and the power should go all the way inside here. I will be able to delete a lot of these later once everything gets connected with power and it's transferring power to each other, but for the moment I'll draw it like this. And this road also needs to lose its zoning. With that done, we are practically ready to zone some. I'm going to start from this area here, which is the smallest one, and just check out where can I put those small shops and not have any problems with the residential area being big and wide. So a shop here, let's find something small over here and something similar here, and probably this actually might even be too many, but I'll put down one more, let's say over here. Okay, so that's all the shops that I want here, and the rest will be residential. Although I do need to add some parks if I want this area to develop properly. So let's say a bouncy castle, somewhere where there is not such good zoning, like example here. Okay, that wasn't a shop, so that's good. And add something like a court on the other side, let's say. We don't really have good zoning here, so actually no, let's do it over here. These ones aren't that good. Okay, so 2 parks, that should be all we need. That is, as I said, practically everything. So now we can start zoning and let the Sims in, and then do the rest of the services and the rest of the ideas for connecting the services to this area, which I talked about in the previous episode where I showed off the city and had built large areas of it. Now that should be enough for starters. Let's just clean this up. Buildings are already being built. Now, as I said when I was explaining how do I plan to make this work, I am going to need some nice paths here, which are going to take... Wait, are these amusement park with decorations? And this is park path with decorations. And these are pavement paths. And this is a park path. Okay, so I suppose these should work out here as well. So yeah, you don't have power currently, but you should have power soon. Okay, so let's add a connection here, and this should deal with the power situation. And yeah, that should do it, and then the power should be transferred once these are built. Okay, so I think the power will be here momentarily. As I said, I want to add these onto the inside area like so. Just need to remove this a little bit from here, so like this. But I will also need to add a connection to the street so that they can actually use this path. So like this. And curve it. Okay, that didn't turn out well. Let's try that again. I think I should have actually disabled snap tools. Yeah, this would have been easier with that. There we go. And okay, this one isn't going to work out like that. The power situation isn't solved yet. Okay, so I'll have to do this manually. Nope, there it is. Now it's going to be solved. Okay, so that finishes the inside circle. It's not exactly perfect, but I think that can be fixed. Are these... did I use two different park paths, or am I just... Wait, can't I... Yeah, these should be the same. In any event, these now need to connect through places like this. Let's just find the place where this can go through. Nope, not here, not here. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be able to go through, and actually might be able to pull it through here. There we go. And another place over here. Well, I'm just going to use up the zone. I am using the same trick as you remember from me using in my Great Spiral City. So this is a similar idea like I was using there. And now I'm going to use these paths to go from here all the way to this area where I will have those schools which I mentioned. So the children should be able to just use these pathways and get to school this way. Now I will probably need another connection here somewhere. Actually, this can use as a connection. So yeah, that should be everything necessary. So like I said, they are going to go to school, which is actually going to be located here. And hopefully they will have the services coming on from here, from the inside, like so. So we'll have the clinic here. We will have a crematorium right next door. So on fire services, I'm gonna go with the large ones. That should provide everything that I need. So like so, and a police station. And is that everything? I believe so. They have power, they have water, they have health, police, protection, they have parks. That should about solve everything, and we'll see how this develops further. Now I do need to beautify this a little bit because I have not done any beautifications here. So the parks are already here. I do need some nice trees. Now I do use these to go next to the roads, so I'll keep using these. So these will go in here, and I'll just keep drawing them through here to keep the Sims away from the traffic and the pollution and the sound pollution. So like this, and on this side as well, like so. They do not really have to see the highway. They can have a much nicer view. Now of course I'm going to build some parks here and some entertainment later on, but currently I just want to see if this is going to work out as I have planned it out. So nice big park here to connect the power. Nope, something bigger. Nope. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, this will get the power to the school. So now the Sims will be able to go to the school there. I should actually make more homes. Yeah, they've already built up all the ones I have zoned out here. So let's add more. So here, here, on the inside first, and I'll add more on the outside as well. So over here, a 4x4. And I think I should have citizens moving in here quite quickly. And it should prove an effective design if the services work out, but we'll see soon enough. Alright, so that's more homes. They all have the connections with the paths to get over there. Now, the only trouble is they might not have a way to cross the street here, which is something I'm going to take care of by having something that I showed you in the other city as well. So something that goes like... from where is a good question. Actually, let's move this. Actually, I could have just moved it instead of destroying it, but okay, never mind. Let's put the carousel in. So this will free up much more room here for one path to go like this, and another should be possible to climb it like this, get it over here, like so, and then down here. I have lost some zones there for this, but as I said, this should make it possible for them to go from the inside out here and over here instead of having to cross the street, use the street, and then go over here through this path through the school. Let's see the school. It already says 140 students without me having any buses here to get the students here. So far, the service for education is at least working out as planned. I've used up a lot of my residential zoning demand, and I will probably need to get some offices or something in here so they have a place to work, because these shops are minimal workplaces. I could actually go with some fishing maybe over here. Oops, I actually forgot to give this building some water. I've noticed that before. That should be fixed now. And with the shops, as I said, being the only workplaces, I will have to design some new workplaces in here as well. Now, as for the power, I think I have plenty indeed. So this will work out nicely. I do need to finish beautifying this area. So let's add some other kinds of growth here in the middle, for example. We could add some of these, although they might not be matching what the paths are made of. So let's change that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And here in the middle, we could at least put some interesting stuff. So let's say something for them to look up to when they wake up in the morning. Let's switch this around a little bit, and then a third one here like so. Okay, should prove very interesting. And some other random rocks, and then a little bit of different stuff over here, and a little bit different over here, and just for good measure, some small ones here. Okay, so that makes it look a little bit different. And I did want to add some nice trees, which I usually add in these areas, the bright ones being these. They already have some of these, but with the additional ones, this should look awesome. And I'm missing one tree that I like to place. There it is. That I like to place around these areas. So like this one. Okay. And then some of the trees. 3 trees. There we go. That kind of finishes this first area. And so far, I don't see any problems. Now I'm happy with this, but we'll see, are we going to get the deliveries for goods to the shops? So far seems to be operating normally. They are going to schools. They are going to... Nope, they are not going to that botanical garden. Police cars or trucks should not be any use. Now, as I said, the question will be, will these services be able to send out vehicles over here and for everything to be operational? But we'll see later on. So far this is working out nicely, and I can probably go on and build some more of these areas here, and then think about where exactly am I going to give them some more jobs. I do have more demand for residential zones, so that's good, although I think I'm starting to have unemployment still at 1%. Okay, so we're still good. I could always connect this area to the metro. I do remember having a metro system in this city. Yeah, we do have a metro here. How many do we have using it? Over 1,000. 500 on one line, 500 on the other. So maybe connect the metro to this area somehow and have them be able to go to jobs over here, or like I said, add them some local jobs. But that's gonna be a little bit tricky with the road setup here, so I'll have to give that a thought. So far, as I said, this is working out nicely, and I'm going to keep an eye on this and see if I can develop all 3 of the remaining areas in the next episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more episodes in this amazing Let's Play.